I'm John Capowski. I'm a faculty member at Widener's Harrisburg campus, law school campus, and I've been asked to talk about why I like to teach, and specifically why I like to teach law. I like to fancy myself as an amusing guy, so I've decided to do top 10 reasons why John Capowski loves to teach law. Reason number 10, it's fun. I've taken an Ivy League law degree and made about as little money with it as possible, so I might as well have fun teaching. I'm not complaining about law school salaries for professors. They're great, but in comparison to my classmates' salaries, it's a fraction, or at least those at large Wall Street law firms. So I might as well have fun. And my view is, if I'm having fun, it's more likely the students are having fun. Laughter makes things more interesting, but it has another advantage to it. In fact, I wrote an article about the importance of humor in the classroom called Evidence and the One-Liner, an evidence professor's beginning efforts at humor in the classroom. And what laughter does, it boosts adrenaline, boosts attention, boosts energy level, so the laughter is a helpful vehicle for moving the class along. And for me, that makes it fun. Reason number 9. I love to teach because the material is challenging. Most people coming to law school, and most people generally, think of learning law as learning a bunch of rules. Learning law learning rules, statutes, case rules, the U.S. Constitution, that's a small part of it. Learning the analysis, learning how to use those rules, that's the deal. And learning how to use those rules is challenging. It's analytically difficult. And that makes the teaching an enjoyable effort. If it were easy, why bother? And also, if it were easy, people could do it on their own. They wouldn't need a guide through the process. Reason number 8. Every class is different. I teach my classes through a dialogue. Some would call the method Socratic, although Socrates would be aghast at that. But it is a dialogue with my asking students questions and they're responding. And many times, I'm surprised by the answers I get. But in addition, each time the answers are a bit different. Each student is a unique individual and will see the material in a slightly different light. And because it's different each time, the group of students are different in every semester. Even if I've taught the same material many times, it remains interesting. It remains unique each time. Reason number 7. I enjoy teaching lawyers because I look at it as socially valuable work. Despite the lawyer jokes, how do you know a lawyer is lying? The lawyer's lips move. And despite the deplorable television ads, practicing law is a socially useful endeavor. Without lawyers, our sense of a rule of law, of a workable society would be gone. Lawyers, and I've taught at 5 law schools. And the first one I taught at was Cornell. And Cornell was a very interesting and very pleasant place to teach. But the lawyers I was teaching at Cornell were largely people who were going to go to large law firms. They were going to represent the very wealthy. And there's nothing the matter with doing that, but at Widener, I'm teaching students who are becoming lawyers, and some will head to large law firms, but many, many will be representing individuals. helping them establish businesses, helping them with difficult family matters, helping them in consumer protection cases, and in every type of legal case one might imagine. They're providing a service, and a wonderful service, and lawyers are far more idealistic than most people believe. Reason number 6. I like teaching law because I'm teaching many things. As I've already mentioned, I'm teaching rules, yes. I'm teaching analysis of those rules, how to use them, how does one case compare with another. But I'm also teaching many of the lawyering skills that attorneys are going to have to use in the classroom, in their negotiations, in interviewing. And even though these days I teach large classes, I'm able to teach those things either as an exercise, as a part of a large class, an interviewing exercise that students are engaged in, dealing with a civil procedure issue. And in addition, for many of our students, and this was true for me, their law professors are the first attorneys they see. So I am, in many ways, a role model, teaching them what lawyers like. I won't suggest I'm always a good role model, but there are portions of my behavior that I think are helpful. Now, for those of you who have watched the video up until now, you may be relieved to know I do not have 10 top reasons. I'm going to stop at 5 top reasons. 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. And in stopping, talking about why I love to teach, let me wish you the best success in your application process to law schools if you decide to choose a law school, and I certainly wish you the best of success in your future legal practice. Thanks for listening.